tonight's training with Exoticca. We've spoken about it a few times in previous trainings and when it's come to promotions and things that different suppliers have got on. But we are now lucky enough to actually have Neil from Exoticca and Andrea from Exoticca. So we've got double the fun tonight, which is absolutely great. So I believe, Neil, it's Andrea that's going to be actually presenting the training.
It is, yeah. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about us, and then Andrea is going to tell you or show you our amazing booking system.
Fabulous. So if we can, as per usual, just keep any questions or anything until the end. And then for anybody who is watching, not in real time, and you're catching up, if you do have any questions or anything like that, you can always contact me. I like to send Neil the odd email now and again, and he's great at getting back to
us.
I
love getting emails from you, Sharna.
So absolutely, please feel free to send me anything. And no question is too silly. I've had to ask questions about commissions, and they've been something of nothing, etc., etc. So we'll hand over to Exoticca now and jot any questions down, make any notes, and then we can start seeing the bookings coming in. So over to you, Neil. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Sharna. So, yeah, hi, everyone. As Sharna said, I'm Neil Seeley, and I represent Exoticca here in the UK and Ireland. I will quickly give you just an overview of who we are, what we do, and then my colleague Andrea will show you our website and show you everything that you can do, all the processes to quoting and making bookings with us. So we are a worldwide touring company. We operate to over 60 countries around the world. So that is Europe and long-haul destinations, pretty much worldwide. We have about 300 different tours now on our website that you can choose from for your customers. Some of our unique selling points are that even though we operate small group tours, the average size of our groups is about 15 to 18. Maximum is normally 25 in most countries. In some places they're larger, in some places they're smaller, depending on the transport and the accommodation. But in most places it's about 25 maximum with about 17, 18 average. All our groups are guaranteed to travel with a minimum of 2 people, so we don't cancel because of low take-up. If you book one couple onto one of our group departures, they will be going on holiday regardless of whether other people book on that departure or not. Also, our trips can be taken as private tours. So if your customers like the look of our itineraries, but they don't want to join a group, they can book it privately. Many of them can be booked privately on the website. And if they don't give you the option on the website, you can call up our dedicated travel agent call center team, and they will give you a price to do the trip privately. What else? It's completely, well, it's the itineraries are fixed. They are fixed group tours, obviously, so you can't change the itineraries, but you can customize the flights. We've got regional departures from right across the UK and Ireland, so you can choose your departure point. You can choose the flights. Andrea will show you all this in a few minutes, and of course you can choose your level of accommodation as well. So and also optional excursions. So there is really something to suit most budgets, but probably our biggest selling point is the price. We are very much about making it more affordable to travel to lovely exotic destinations. And this is very much reflected in our prices. For example, we've just had what we call one of our knockout deals. And this was an 11-day trip to Peru, starting at 1,499 per person, including flights from the UK. So it was an unbelievable price. Honestly, it did sell very well. Funnily enough, Peru's our top seller right now for last week. And we do have these deals out every month, but really all our trips are amazing value. And the question I most often get asked by travel agents when I show them our website is, do those prices include flights? And yes, they do. They can be booked without flights, but all our lead-in prices do include flights. So what I'm going to do now is, well, one more thing before I go. We do special rates for you guys as well, for travel agents. So if you ever want to try out one of our trips for yourselves, all you need to do is, and Andrea will show you this, make a provisional booking, call up our call center team, and they will give you a price for doing it as a travel agent. And to make it even easier for you to experience our products, We currently have a promotion on in May where if you make 3 bookings with us, you get £1,000 of Exotica credit to use towards your own holiday. So yeah, an even bigger incentive to try out Exotica for yourselves. And those trips are valid for 2 rooms or 4 people, so you can take the whole family with you. So I'm going to hand over to Andrea now, and she will tell you a little bit more about us.
All right, thank you, Neil. Hello, everyone. I'm Andrea, part of the training and onboarding department here at Exotica, and I'm going to be the one to walk you through the overall agent platform. We will see everything from the very beginning. So we will go over to how to register and log into the account. Then we will see a bit about how do we navigate the website and how do we go through the search of a trip option. We will get to see how to quote and how to book, as well as how to set up a 48-hour hold. And then I'll walk you through the agent dashboard as well, which is where you can see all the information about your bookings, commissions, and overall agent account. At the very end, of course, if you have any questions or doubts, please do let me know. I am going to be sharing screen right here, so it's a little bit easier for you to follow along. So in a second, you should be able to see our website page put up, as that's going to be our starting point. Can you see it? Yes? Yeah. All right. So all of us together, we always start from the Exotica website. And once we are in here, before you start exploring the different itineraries and tour options, it is very important that first and foremost, you register yourself correctly as an agent, and then that you log in onto your account. The portal access is always on the right corner, right here up top, where you have the login option. When you select it, you'll be able to choose the Travel Advisors portal, and you'll be able to register yourself to create the account, which you'll see that it's a very easy and quick process. It takes you less than 2 minutes. You have it done. You'll just need your information as an agent and your agency's details as well. In here, please do remember the email and password that you're using, because those are your credentials for later on logging in as well. Once you have the account, you go again through the portal access, and you can go straight away for the login option. In here is where you put the email and password, and later on, if at any point you forget your password, this is where you'll be able to reset it as well. Once you're logged in with your information, the system takes you to what we call the agent dashboard, which is your own personal space inside the agent platform. This will always have your name and a quick menu on the left-hand side. This is something that we're going to be exploring today, just to make sure that you get familiar with all the sections as well. So we will start with the first one, which covers the website part. If we click on Book Now, this is going to take us back onto the website page. And you'll see that once you are logged in correctly through the platform, there is an important change as well. And this is basically this green band that you have at the bottom of your screen, always with the agent ID as well as the full name. This is what we call the visual confirmation that you are logged in correctly. Once you have it, now yes, you can start exploring the different itineraries and tour options that we have. As Neil said, we do offer more than 300 itineraries, and we have more than 60 countries as well. And you'll see that the overall search and navigation to get to the specific itinerary that you want to see is very simple as well. From the main homepage, you'll be getting access to everything. You can easily explore either the different categories or sections that we have for our tours. And this is where you can see the latest promotions and sales that we have going on, or our best sellers, the multi-country tour options, which is the combination tours that we have for different countries put together. You'll get to see shorter itineraries or family options as well for the customers traveling with their families or children, and much, much more. Then, of course, you're also able to use the filters. The first set of them, you'll find them on the top left. You can go by destinations, first continent and then country, or you can also go by the trip style option as well. This is quite useful for whenever you'll have customers that come to you with more specific requirements. Maybe they want to travel on a certain season, or they have a main interest that they want to see or do during their tour, or they have a group in mind that they want to set up and travel. You'll be able to select any of the options from here and see the specific itineraries that we have. Plus, in here, you'll also have the family collection access, so you can get easier and faster access to it, so you can see again the itineraries specifically set up for the families. Right next to that, you will find a search bar as well. This is quite easy to use because you'll be able to either select specific departure cities, destinations, and travel dates, or you're able to use any of the flexible options as well. This is great if at some point you're having customers that have a bit of flexibility for their traveling. You'll be able to select the options, click search, The system will show you the itineraries that match the most the information you put on the bar. And of course, on the left-hand side, again, you'll have access to even more filters that are going to help you further narrow down any search that you're doing. So again, you can have any access to the itineraries that you would like to see in detail. If at any point during the process of searching and quoting or booking for any of our tours, you need any help or assistance, just keep in mind that once you're logged in correctly through the platform, all the information about how to contact us, it's on the top right-hand corner. In here, you'll find the agent support phone number as well as the schedule that we follow, so you can easily give us a call, plus also all the other options to contact us, like the contact form or the chat. Also, on the top right, you'll always have the access to the travel advisor section. So if you click on it, it's going to automatically take you back onto your dashboard. So you can further explore details about your account, your bookings, and so on. As Neil said earlier, all the itineraries that we are offering on the platform can be booked for yourself as well, and you do get the agent discount of 20% off on the final cost of the tour for you and 3 travel companions. Remember that to apply that discount, you'll just have to call us through the agent support line. One of our agents will handle your booking and apply you the discount correctly as well. Now, we're going to see a little bit the overall booking process. So we're going to work with an example so we can see everything step by step. So let's just say we're having customers interested in traveling with us, right? And they would like to go, for example, to Turkey. Now, of course, we would be able to use any of the search options that we've seen so far, or we can just overall select Turkey as a destination so we can get access to all the tours that we have in there. You will get to see that some of them are specifically focused on Turkey, but some of them will be combination tours as well of Turkey and any neighboring country as well. In case at any point you're having customers that want to take full advantage of their tour and see more than one place. Each itinerary will give you the main details and highlights as well as pricing details, so you can do a bit of a visual comparison in between them. So you can see which one would match better your customer's preference. Whenever you want to see anything more in detail, you just click on the See Trip option. And this will give you the detailed breakdown on how the tour is organized, what's included already on the package, and all the general information that would help you get familiar with the tour. So you can also answer any questions that your customers might have. You'll see that we always follow the same structure for how we break down the information, so it's easy for you as agents to quickly go through it. We will start always with pictures of the tour, so you can see the visual part of the trip with the different sites and activities and excursions your customers will do. And then we have the information about the highlights and what we include already on the package, as well as the availability we're offering, which will tell you until when can you have this trip booked and also what are the booking options. And in here, you'll see that you have a tiny information point that says, what's this? So if you click on it, the extra window will pop up to show you the booking options explained a bit more in detail, such as the fact that we can offer this itinerary with extra nights. We are offering this as a group tour, so with minimum 2 people booked, we will have a guaranteed departure. And in this case in here, the maximum group size would be up to 30 people. We can, of course, offer it as a private tour option as well, in case your customers want to travel privately or you want to set up your own group. And then the solo travelers would be more than welcome to join any of the groups that we already have set up from our side. Then for the hotel options, you will get to see the categories with the options available as well as pricing. And in here, the information point, if you click on it, is going to pop up and it's going to show you the main differences between all the categories that we have available as well. Then the great thing is you'll be able to walk your customers throughout the entire tour because you will have the itinerary explained day to day with exactly what they're going to be doing, what activities they have, their excursions, and so on. This part is a bit interactive as well, so you can display the full day. Plus, you can select any of the activities or excursions so you can see any other information that might be useful for you to know or useful to share it with the customers as well. Then we do move on to a very important feature, which is the calendar itself. This one, it's important that you remember always that it's dynamic, which means that it's always updating in real time according to the information you select on it. It is also set up to give you as much information as possible about availability, pricing, and the overall group size as well. That's where you can see the different colors and tags. However, it's very simple to understand it as well. Whenever you're seeing days that are completely blank, this is just going to tell you that there is no group organized on those dates. Anything blank but with a sold out message, the group would be already fully booked. So your customers would have to choose a different date of travel. The open days, you'll see that you find them in two colors, red and green, and you can book your customers on them both. Plus, they also give you two important details: the number of people booked, which are the customers already fully confirmed for the trip on that day, and the number of customers blocked. These are the ones that we have on a 48-hour hold in our system. And that hold is actually something that all of you as agents can do from the final step of the booking process. And it's basically allowing you to block the price and the spots for your customers for a maximum 48-hour time period. This is quite a useful feature for whenever you're having customers that, for whatever reason, they will need a bit of time to decide what they want to do with their tour. And of course, they don't want to lose the pricing and the spots that we offer for a certain day. So always take full advantage of that hold option because, again, remember that we do small groups. You'll see that also these yellow tags that we have on certain days marked as best price, they always highlight you the cheapest days of the month. So it's easy for you to find them on the calendar and be able to recommend them to your customers as well. You'll see also that for the group sizing, whenever we have like 4 spots or less, it's going to be specified on the top corner of each day as well. So it's easier for you to be able to see what's the availability for the trip. From here on, you will find information about the hotel options. Basically, you're able to select each one of the categories that we offer, so you can see the detailed list of hotels the customers would be staying at on each location covered on the tour. We do have always a first choice, and right below the secondary options, and the arrows left and right move you throughout the locations. You'll also get to see the best pricing for the package, and this is great if you're having customers very focused on getting the best price and that they also have a bit of flexibility with their travel dates. You'll see that from the right side of your screen, you're able to choose a departure city. The system will check the best pricing, and if your customers match with the dates and the price, you can click on the reserve option and you'll be able to do an even faster booking than usual, as you would be skipping a few steps ahead on the overall booking process. From here on, you'll also find the details about all the included activities, basically everything that we have already included on our tour. This is great in case your customers have any questions about any of their specific excursions. And of course, the optionals, which are the extras that your customers can add to their tour up to 30 days before they actually travel. In the next step, you'll get to see the price for each one of them as well. We also get to see what our pricing includes. This is very important that you read it carefully because you'll see the details about the transfers, the flights, meals, hotels, and so on, as well as what's not included, plus the important notes regarding the itinerary, the useful information, which will cover like requirements for passports, visas, vaccinations, and the conditions, which again is information that is useful for you to know, and of course to share it with the customers as well. At the very end, even, you get to see some reviews from other customers that already took this itinerary with us, if you'd like to see how the trip went for them. All this general information that helps you get familiar with the tour. So once you've seen all the details and you decide that you want to share this itinerary with the customers, then you can start creating your quote. For that, it is very important that you're always logged in correctly through the platform. So check again for the green band with the ID and the name, because once you're logged in, you'll have access to the 2 different ways we give the agents to quote or book any of the packages that we are offering. The first option, of course, it's always with everything included, as you have it there on the list, but the second one will be without international flights, basically a land package, for whenever you're having customers that, for whatever reason, they want to do flights on their own. For these cases, you'll see that we'll give you a very easy way to remove them. The way you do so is by just going back to your calendar. This time you go to the departure city list, and when you select the options, you scroll down at the bottom for the last one, which will be called land only. When you select it, the calendar updates in real time, and it's going to show you availability and pricing, but for a land package to start. Now, of course, if you do want to see flight options or do the flight selection, you will have to choose a departure city. And if you're booking a solo traveler, just one customer that wants to join one of our groups, you'll go to your passengers list. When you select the number 1, the calendar updates again, and it's going to show you availability and pricing, but with a single supplement already included. So you can give the solo traveler correct information as well. Again, just remember that the calendar will always update according to what you have selected on it. So once you have all the details and you choose the travel date as well, the second part of the calendar will appear. And this is basically the offer finder. This is the real-time flight selector that we have that's going through all the different flight options available in the system, and it's set up to automatically select your flight. You'll see in a second how it looks like, because you will be able to do changes if necessary, and of course you do have access to filters to help you. Plus, once you see that the flight is selected, like here, with the selected tag on, luggage details, and flight information, at this point you would be able to straight away create your quote. That would be the first option of creating it. So you just go to your right side on the screen where you have the recap. You do a quick review, make sure all the information we have is correct, and then you select the download itinerary and travel contract option. And this will create you the quote. The system will tell you that it's preparing the PDF, and this is a very fast process overall. It's just going to take a few seconds for the system to create you the quote and download it onto your computer. It's going to pop up like any download, so you can save it. And I would highly recommend it that you save it with the customer's name. This way, it's going to be easier for you to find it later on. We have it already, so we have it saved, and this will be ready to be attached to an email and send out to your customers. Now, of course, we can also add your logo to all of the quotes. So if you send it to us, we will update your account. And the logo would appear on the top part of each one of the pages as well. So whenever you send it out to your customers, they see your information as well. The quote itself, you'll see that it's a nicely put together PDF with all the trip information and details that we saw already ourselves as agents on the platform, but put in a very nice and easy way for the customers to go through it and get themselves familiar with the itinerary as well. Now, this would be the first option. The second one, though, would be what we call a personalized quote, because we're able to do a few changes and add-ons to this itinerary to personalize it a bit more to the customer's preference. How Neil said earlier, we do work with preset itineraries, so please keep in mind we want to fully custom-made tours, but you're able to do a few changes for all of our itineraries. The first one of them would be to be able to do different flight options that what the system has selected you. So in here, you'll see that at the bottom, you have an option to show more results. So you can see other flight options available for that same day. And then up top and on the upper left, you have access to more filters. The first option is to see the best price, which is the cheapest flight available in the system currently. You also have the recommended one, the middle category, which will always guarantee you checked-in luggage included and the best combination in between the flights, especially if there's any stops. And then the third column is for premium fares, which is basically giving you the options to do upgrades to either premium economy or business class flights. Then on the upper left part, you do have the filters, and in here you can go by stop options, by layovers, extra luggage, timings, specific airlines, and so on. If, of course, you need even further assistance with the flight options, please do remember that our call center is also there to help you with anything you might need. Just give us a call and one of our agents will help you. Once you're set with the flights, you can move on, and the next step is allowing you to add extra nights at the end of the tour, last hotel and last location. When you click on add more, the system starts doing all the necessary calculations for both the change in the return flight plus the extra nights at the hotel. Once done, you just have to select the option that will better work for your customer's preference. Example, our customers want to stay all 4 nights available for the itinerary. So we're just going to click on the add 4 option. The system will include 4 nights onto the itinerary, and you'll have to review the flight selector because it's going to check what are the flight options 4 days later. Same exact as before, one option is automatically selected, but then you'll still be able to do changes if necessary. And of course, you have the filters and everything else. Once you have the extra nights added, you'll be able to do upgrades for the hotel category, choose the room type, depending on if the customers want to share room or have individual ones for the whole duration of the trip. And of course, you can add the optionals. Again, they can be added up to 30 days before your customers actually travel. The price will stay the same and everything would count as commission for you as agents. And to add any of these activities, you just have to click on the add option that you're having right next to each one of them. The system will select and include that onto the itinerary straight away. Once you're set with all the changes and add-ons, you can go back up top and review the information with the extras and select again the download itinerary option. So the system can create you a second quote with the changes included. This, as you can see, overall, it's a very easy and fast process. So you can repeat it as many times as necessary. So you can give your customers different tour options through the quotes. Whenever you do send it out to them, remind them that this is only information so they can see the trip details and not a guarantee that we can keep them the availability or the pricing. That can be done once the booking is confirmed. So Whenever you send out the quote to the customers and they get back to you with the answer of yes, we would like to have this booked or we want to put it on hold, please do remember that you have to go through the agent platform and specifically through the calendar, because the system needs to check in real time the availability, the pricing, and of course the flight options. So once you went through the calendar and you confirmed everything, once you're back on the personalization step, just add the changes and add-ons your customers want to confirm for their tour. Once you have everything, you click on the continue option, and this will move you to the second step of the process, which is a very important one, and you'll always find 2 points to complete. The first one will be the contact information. These are your details as agents, so your email and your phone number, the same one that you would use to log in onto your agent account. And the second point is all about customer details. Now in here, it's very important that you know that you have to add the passport details from all the customers traveling. And in here, we do need passport details always for a regular booking, a land-only option, and also for that 48-hour hold in the system. Please in here, do make sure that the customers give you details exactly matching their passport, like full name, birthday, passport number, and so on. If your customers, for whatever reason, they don't have a passport or it's expired, it's lost, it's getting renewed, anything like that, please let them know that they can provide you with their full name and birthday, as it's going to be on their passports. And with those 2 details, you can call us through the agent support line. This way, one of our agents will be able to help you to set up a confirmed booking or a 48-hour hold. And then later on, when the customers do get their passports, we will just add the missing information. Also, in here, it's highly recommended that you add the email address from at least one of the customers traveling. So later on, when the booking is confirmed, they can get the access to the Exoticca Travelers app. This way, they can see real-time information and updates about their tour easily from their phone. From here, once you have everything completed correctly, you just have to click on the continue option one more time. And this automatically takes you to the third and final step already of the booking process, which will show you the payment options available. Before we go through them, on the right side where you have the recap, remember that you can always see the total cost and the payment breakdown of the tour. This part here depends on the departure date that your customers choose. So whenever they get to book something that is more than 60 days away, they'll do 2 payments. One small initial deposit, which is 20% of the total cost of the tour, and then 60 days before they travel, the remaining balance of 80%. You'll find in here the amounts and the dates when they are due, so you can easily check the information. Now, to go through the payment options, it's fairly simple. From here, you're basically able to straight away confirm a booking or easily set up the 48-hour hold. If your customers want to go ahead and have the booking confirmed, you can let them know that they can do the deposit payment by credit card or they can do a bank transfer. You just have to select the option they want, put in their details, and then click on pay. The system will process that payment, and once done, you'll get a confirmation message telling you that the booking is confirmed. With this on screen, you just tell your customers that the payment went through correctly and that their booking is confirmed. And basically everything is done. Automatically, the booking information will go to your agent dashboard, so you can always check the details and do any post-booking management necessary. If, however, you reach this point and the customers tell you that for whatever reason they would need a bit of time to decide what they want to do with their tour, you can set them up the 48-hour hold by selecting them this option here that says price lock for 48 hours. Have it selected and confirm it here where it says hold the price, and you'll get again a confirmation message, but this time telling you that the price is locked. Now with this on screen, you just tell your customers that they have the next exact 48 hours to get back to you and fully confirm their trip by paying down their deposit. If they change their mind or for whatever reason they are not able to do the confirmation, you don't have to do anything. You can just leave the booking there on hold and the system will do the automatic cancellation as soon as those 48 hours are up. Whenever you set up a hold on your dashboard, you'll also get a timer. That's going to help you keep track of the time a little bit easier. Then, if reached this point you need any help or assistance from our side, or you need any help with the payments, or you need to do like split payments, use more than one card, or get more than one payment link and things like this, please always make sure you put your booking on hold first and then you confirm it. Then you call us through the agent support line, so one of our agents can help you with anything you might need to make sure your booking gets confirmed correctly. Then the good thing is now if we're running any promotion or sale that might require a discount code, you'll be able to apply the code yourself. You just have to add it in here where it says if you have a promo code. You select the option, add in your code, and please click on apply. Once it's applied correctly, you'll see that the price changes, and then you're able to confirm any booking or set up any 48-hour hold with the discount included as well. And if you reach this point and the booking gets confirmed, and on the previous step you've added your customer's email, please remind them to download the Exoticca app and have it on their phone, because shortly from our side, they will also be receiving an email that we call the magic link to the app. This is the only email we send out to your customers, and it's for the correct app access. The way it works is very simple. Once you get the booking confirmed and the customers have the app on the phone, when they get this email, they just have to click on login. The app and their email will sync together, and this is going to make the app show them all their specific trip details. Important things about the app though. We do give the customers a limited access on it, which means that they are not able to do any changes or add-ons themselves to their tour. And also they cannot see any other trip option or seller promotion we have going on. The access will be entirely focused on their specific tour. However, it's very interactive and it's going to give them a lot of useful information that is good for them to know. The app also works offline, so they don't always have to be connected to Wi-Fi or data to see the information. And most importantly, the app is recommended to be used by the customers when they are already on destination, because it's keeping track of the daily setup of the tour. So it's going to give them their details about their flights, their hotels, activities, excursions, and so on. And the good thing is the app has a help section built in. So if the customers click on it, it's going to allow them to call or text our emergency department for that 24/7 in-trip assistance that we offer. So basically, anything happens, they have a very easy way to get in touch with us at all times. No worries if at the time of booking you were unable to add the customer's email. You can also give them the app access after the booking is confirmed. I'll show it to you in a second how to do it from the dashboard, which is where we're going next. Because basically, once we have all the bookings and all the holds done, automatically all that information goes to the dashboard as well. So if we click on the top right-hand corner where we have the travel advisors access, if we click on it, it's going to take us back onto the dashboard. The second section that we're going to be seeing is the one for bookings. Now, this is where you'll have all the bookings done through the system, nicely put on a list. It's going to start always with the locator first, and then you'll have the date when that booking was made, and then you see the status of it. This will basically tell you at what stage it's each trip. We only work with 3 of them, so it's easy for you to know. The valid and green status is going to be for the bookings already fully confirmed correctly. The potential one in yellow with the timer, this is for the bookings that we have on a 48-hour hold in our system. Now you'll see that the timer starts at 48 hours and it cannot be extended. So if your customers want to go ahead and confirm their tour, the deposit will have to be paid in that time frame. If the timer reaches the 0, though, the system does the automatic cancellation. So the status will go to red and cancelled. And from there, we won't be able to change it back to any of the other ones. So later on, if you need another booking or a new hold for the same customer, you'll have to go again through the agent platform and repeat the overall booking process. Then next to that, we will see some trip details and the overview on how the commission is set up. In here, you'll see basically that we work always with the final cost of the tour. Flights, fees, taxes, all trip components are included. Under commission applied, you'll see the percentage of commission that your agency or host has set up with us. And under total commission, you'll see the final amount that you have to receive as commission for that specific booking. The good thing is from here, from booking, you'll also be able to see trip details, documents, and of course, confirm anything you have on hold. If you don't want to go through your full list of bookings, you can always use the filters you have up top. This way, you can very easily look for one booking at a time. You select the option and you'll be able to see all the filters, so you can select the one you want and just look at one booking. It's going to make things a little bit overall easier. Then on the left-hand side of each locator, you see that we have like a tiny arrow that if you click on it, it's going to allow you to display the booking information more in detail. Now, if your booking is already confirmed and in a valid and green status, on the right side, you'll find documents and management points. However, if your booking is on hold and the timer is running, when we display the locator with the tiny arrow, on the right side, we will find the options to confirm the booking. For whenever the customers tell us, okay, yes, I want to go ahead and have this confirmed. When you click basically on this confirm booking option, a new window will pop up showing you the flight information and the payment link. Because please do remember that whenever you're setting up a hold, it's only keeping you two things: pricing and spots, not the flights. So the flights are subject to change, which is why it's important that you always review the information and also that you check the tags that we have on the top right. In here, basically, if you see that the tax is already selected, it means that the original flights where you put your booking on hold is still available and ready to be confirmed as soon as your customers pay down their deposit. But if it says flight change, there's been a flight update and you'll have to confirm that you've seen the update and of course communicate it to your customers as well. Then once you're set with the flights, you can move on to the payment link. This is very easy to use. You just have to click where it says copy and you'll get it copied. Then you're able to either paste it on your own browser, so you can open the payment page and go through the payment step to have the booking confirmed, or you can paste it on an email, a text, a message, and you can send it out to your customers as well. And basically, they are able to do the payment step to confirm their own booking. Whatever works easier for both and for the customers as well. The main focus, of course, is to have that payment done so the booking can get confirmed and the change in status happens to valid and green. Once the first payment is done, the system will set up the information for the second one with the date, which is always 60 days before the customer's travel, and then you'll have a new payment link for the remaining balance. Then, of course, the system will also create you the trip summary, this document that you have kind of in the middle, that if you click on it, it's going to download you automatically a copy, and that is the confirmed itinerary of the tour. You will see that it is very important that you send it out to your customers twice. We do send you reminders both times, but just so you keep it in mind, the first time you have to send it out is after the booking is confirmed as a confirmation to the customers as well. And the second time is between 3 to 1 day before they travel. And that second time you send it out to them, please remind them that we've done updates to it and that it's important that they actually read it carefully, or at least make sure that they read the very last page, which is called in Trip Assistance. Because in here, we will give the final update for pickup. We basically tell the customers how pickup is going to be arranged, who's picking them up, name of the person, pickup point, and all that. And we give them the information for the emergency department on how to contact us. They basically have the phone number, which is very important that they save so they can call or text us 24/7 for the assistance. Or remind them at this point that they can also give you their email and you can add that to their booking so they can see all the information and the updates about their tour easily from their phone as well. Now, once the booking is confirmed, if at any point later on you need to do any management to it or you need to check any information on it, please go through the auto login as a client option, the one you always have up top. Because when you click on it, this will open you basically a new window of your dashboard with the name and the menu on the left-hand side, same as usual, so you can explore the sections. And then you'll have each one of your bookings with the main details and highlights, as well as the management points. And basically from here, you'll see that you're able to check the passport information of your customers traveling to make sure that all the details are correct. You're also able to add their email for the app access at any point after the booking is done and until they travel. Plus, also, most importantly, you're able to add them the additional activities, which is the extras. In here, if you click on add more, you'll have the same setup that we saw during the booking process. You just have to click on the add option for whatever excursion they want. Then at the bottom, you will have the option to click on add now to fully confirm it onto the itinerary. The good thing is the cost of the excursions, it's always added to the second payment they have to do, which makes things easier because the customers don't have to straightway pay for the excursion at the time of adding it. But most importantly, everything would count as commission for you as agents this way. Then next up, you will have a payment feature as well. This is great if you don't want to use the link. You come in here and you just click on pay now, and the system will basically open you the payment page. It's going to make things easier, especially when you have to process the payments yourself. And then the final 2 points are focused on travel documentation. Most of the time, this will be just the summary, which include all the necessary details regarding the tour. But for certain itineraries or destinations, you might have extra documents as well. So we will always add them in here. And of course, we will notify you that it's in there. So you can download them and check the information or even share it with the customers if necessary. From here, once you're done, you can close this tab and you're back on the main dashboard. The valid and green status, besides confirming the booking for the customers, it does confirm for you also the commission. So all these locators in green move on to the second point on the list, which is the commissions list. And in here, you basically find like a very detailed breakdown of everything commissions and payments for each and every one of your bookings. The system does handle all the necessary calculations. So once your booking is in here, you'll see the expected payment date, the amount you have to receive, the status of the payment, and any other information that might be useful for you to know. And of course, as always, you do have the filters, so you can again look for one booking at a time. Then a third point that we have under bookings is for groups. This is where you should go for whenever you decide that you want to create your own private group for any of the itineraries that we are offering. This will give you the access to complete the request form for the group department. You'll see that on your dashboard, you can either go from this section here or from the website part. Whenever you're selecting any of the itineraries that we are offering, whenever you go through the calendar, wherever you have the passengers section. So let's select this itinerary, for example, for Brazil. If you click on See Trip and you go basically to see the calendar dates, you know that you have the passenger options. So if you click on it, you're able to see also if you're booking for more than 10 passengers, the option to contact us from here. And this also takes you to the welcome page of everything groups related. Basically, you'll have the access on both sides, from the dashboard, but also from the website part. What you'll find in here is basically like a very detailed breakdown of all the perks and benefits that you get for creating your own group with us, as well as the overall policy, payment structure, information about flights, changes, and so on. And of course, most importantly, you do have the access to request your quote to the department by completing the form. In here, just make sure that all the information that you put on the form is correct. That's going to make the quoting process overall from our side much faster. You'll see that we do have some itineraries already recommended to be done as private tours, but you'll be able to choose any of the 300 and plus options that we are offering. Always, though, remember to select the other destination option, and please copy us the link from the website and put it on the form, so our team knows exactly which specific itinerary you would like to set up as privately. Of course, if you do have any questions or doubts about groups, now we do have a specific group training that you'll be able to attend as well if you would like. Whenever you get the access to the calendar, you'll be able to schedule it yourself. Or later on, Neil is going to share with you the emails as well for the onboarding. So you can also write to us and we can put you in touch with the group department. For the calendars, you'll see that you find them on the menu as well under the assets section, which is the next one that we're seeing. Now in here, you'll find first and foremost the training point, which is where you can see the calendars, of course, for the advanced trainings for groups and product, and of course the refresher. Plus also you have self-training modules. This is basically all the information regarding the agent platform written down. So you can check it out at your own pace and time as well. The modules are very short and very easy for you to go through them. There is no questions or exams at the end. You do have a search bar as well to look for things with your own words. For example, if at any point you're quoting and you forgot how to remove the flights to get a land option, you can just go in here and write land. The system will show you all the guides to go through to see the specific option. So if you're creating a quote, you just select the option, the system will open you the module, and you can just select the option that you want. So you can see the steps and the visual part of how it's supposed to look like on the platform as well. Then, of course, if at any point you need any more assistance from our side, you can also contact us from here as well at any time, and we will get back to you to help you. Then, next point we're seeing in here is the marketing assets one, which is quite useful because you'll have the access to the resources, which is basically all the materials that we prepared for you to help you promote any of our tours. So you'll have like pictures and videos, access promotions and flyers, basically anything that might be useful for you to share with the customers by email or on social media. And you also see the current promotions. So you can see exactly what sales we have going on, what promotions, which ones you can combine, discount codes, and everything else that we are launching as well. So it's easy for you to go through them, see where you can take advantage of, or even which promotions you can combine. These two sections get updated quite often, so you'll always have access to new materials and new promos as well.
I really do genuinely want to thank you. As you've heard, everybody's really enjoyed it. So any questions or anything that come from outside, Neil, I will obviously get in touch with you. But the truth of the matter is, it's really quite a a user-friendly website. So hopefully in the nicest possible way, you don't have to hear from me and we just start seeing the bookings come in. So yeah, thank you very much. I really appreciate your time, because I'm sure it is outside of your guys' working hours as well. And I will ensure that I get, I know we have had a booking in the last few weeks or whenever it might have been, but the next one that comes along, I will be sure to ask if it's come from this training, and be letting you guys know about it straight away. So thank you very much. The rest of you, I'll keep you as per usual if you've got any other questions. But yeah, if we could all just say thank you to Andrea and Neil. Obviously, we do all really appreciate you taking the time for us.
Very much.
No, thank you all. Thank you all for joining us.
Thanks for your time.
And thanks for your interest in Exoticca. And finally, before we go, a quick one. We also have an agents Facebook group. It's called Exoticca Travel Pro UK. So if you join that, and
Thank you very much.
what I can do is I can send you the links, Sharna, to the Facebook group, and also the website for everyone to register. And then you guys will be able to join that and get all our offers, our promotions, everything from the Facebook group.
Brilliant. Thank you very much.
And have a good evening and have a good rest of the week.
And you,
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye. Bye.